Hey you guys, so the topic I'm going to be talking about today is human rights. I'm going to read you a post that I made the other day, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about it and some other subjects that I want to talk about. So enjoy. Okay, here's how I see it. When I see people around me in public, it could be school, store, church, anywhere, all I hear is judgment. I have to admit I've done that a few times, but I learned from it because it bit me right back in the butt. Unless you know the person personally and know what they're capable of, when you can, then you can keep it to yourself. You don't need to broadcast it to the whole world what they do wrong. You can also look at the bright side of them and see what the good things there is about them. I know it's a hard task, but at least give it a try. When people tell me, oh, don't talk to them, they're jerks, and I'm sitting there thinking, you were only deciding to pick about what they did wrong and not what they did right. People need to understand that when other people tell them something, they can let that sit in the back of their head, but also try to bond with the other person that other people were talking about poorly. Let's put in example Barack Obama. Many people don't like him because of what he supports, what religion he is, and so on and so forth. Guess what, people? Nobody is perfect. What if whenever you made a mistake, even if it's just the smallest one, and the whole world knows about it, and you're embarrassed, and you have to tell everybody why you did it? Barack Obama is in a tough situation that he had to endure. I bet only a 68th percent of 1% of the population on this earth would be willing to put forth the effort to become a leader for their country. Let that sink in for a moment, and if you have to read the sentence again, read it again. Everybody is not perfect, not even anywhere near perfect. I still have yet to find one person that has never made a mistake ever in their life. So when you want to tell somebody something about somebody else, think about the good things about them and rethink about what you're going to say to the person you were going to talk to. Okay. Also, to add to that, we all make mistakes. And none of us are perfect. So we can either choose one road or the other, A or B. A is, the regular us, we make mistakes, blab about people, doing the usual human stuff. Or road B, where they think they're all perfect and don't do anything wrong, and they act up being jerks. Just to put it plainly. And I want to make it a point out there. I am not perfect in any way, shape, or form. So don't think for a moment that I am. This generation needs to stand up and show what they believe in. And when I see people walking down the street and half of the people, let's just say Christians and other religions, they're judging LGBT support groups and all this stuff, but hey, wake up. Love is love. There is nothing anybody can do about it. What if, okay, let's see. What if I were to say that Muslims couldn't be in our country? LGBT, I know, is more of a civil rights and support thing, but I think of it as a religion. It's been known to be back ever since the beginning of time. And people don't get the point that it's a equality to our civil rights. And, I mean, I'm a Christian myself, but I don't go around the whole world, prophesizing about God and stuff. I keep that to myself. And, when people ask me if I support that, I say, well, I don't want to answer it right now because I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint, people from my church and my family. Because most of my family is Christian. So, I'm not sure about, that completely. But there's one thing that I want to say. People, we are land of the free and home of the brave. And when people say that this is a free country, it was specifically written in the Constitution because our founding fathers wanted us to be free from other countries. We are our own country. No, we're not part of Mexico. No, we're not part of Canada. We're not part of Asia. We're our own country. And I don't mind other, immigrants coming in. And people say, oh, they're illegal. I don't want aliens to come in. You know what? They're the same people. They just have different ways of living life. And they have different, religions. That's all that's wrong with them. And people think, because I've heard a few people say that black people are like animals. They don't know how to clean themselves and stuff like that. Okay, how would you like to go to Africa and live like they are? Most of the people over there have malnutrition. They don't have a house to live in. Some of them have to walk 25 miles to go to work or to get food or water. And half of the water there is not as clean as the water that we receive. So, we need to rise up. Especially this generation. Older people know a little bit more than we do. They were going through a bit more than we were. They went through... Okay, there was a good portion of them going through the Great Depression. And when they are grumpy and they tell us that we don't know what real pain is, we only know a certain amount. We only know it in our way. They're not used to the technology, the clothing, the new lifestyles. They're not used to that. They had to grow up in a lot of change. My great uncle was born in 1922, and he's alive still today. He is 93 years old, and he doesn't really understand any of it. And my grandmother, his younger sister, she was born in 1929 and still lives to this day. And she was born in 1929, and she don't even use any technology. She has a hard time using the telephone. Yeah, if that means anything, yeah, it's rough for her. I mean, and when she sees me with my cell phone or me being on my computer, she's confused, and she asks me, how I can use that. And I'm like, well, I mean, in 10 years, we went from Windows 95 all the way to Windows 10. So, it was definitely a big change in the last 10 years for technology. I remember being 12 years old, and there wasn't a touch screen anything. And now I see 9 or 10-year-olds with tablets, phones, iPods, you name it, and they've got it. My own nephew, he's 7 years old, and he has a phone and an Xbox 360 and a tablet. When I was 7 years old, all I had was a V-Smile, which that was a weird game system, and it didn't last for very long. And then we had the Outside. That's what we had. We didn't get to watch TV very much. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys. If you want to put in the comments below, about your experiences and what you think human rights should be, comment below or send them to me and I can do a shout out. Sorry this was a long video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Comment and like. And I will give you a video next week. Have a great week. Bye.